Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some of which I grew up with and some of which are new to me. Today is one of the former. This is a game I grew up with. This is Atomino. This was developed by Byte and Byte and published by Psygnosis in a lovely glossy box, much like they did for any of their self-developed games. This is a puzzle game with a scientific theme. And what we do in this is we are making molecules. So how this works, you get an objective at the start of the level, in this case build 2 molecules, and then you place atoms on this playfield in order to try and create that. So the number there represents how many connections that atom you're about to place has got down. And to make a molecule you need to fill all those connections. So there we go, there's one. And there's 2. Done. Right, so we have a traditional Atari ST 16-bit era bit of copy protection here. So I will be back in just a moment with the answer to this security check. Alright, the answer is apparently C705. There we go. Now if you fail that copy protection 3 times, you can continue to play the game, but none of your molecules will disappear when you've made them, which is unfortunate. It basically means you can't progress any further. So if you're going to play this game, make sure you've got either a hacked version or the original manual. So the thing you have to do with this one is be extremely careful where you're putting certain pieces. Like these 4s are always the most awkward ones, because as you can see we can't fill all 4 ones there because we've already got 3 there. So what you can do is you can replace existing atoms with one you've got in your hand though. And that then allows you to put them somewhere a little more optimal. Another 4er. So I'm sure you can imagine how this gets awkward quite quickly. And there we go. So build a molecule following a given pattern. So this time we have to build a molecule that is complete in this provided space here. Now that one's pretty easy, but they get more complex as the game goes on. Now we have to build 3 molecules with at least 7 atoms. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Don't want to put that there because that will finish that molecule with not enough atoms in it. All there. So now we've got 4, 5, 6, and that'll be 7, 8. There we go, there's 1. And you'll see it's keeping track of what you're doing over on the left hand side there, so it's reminding us that we need to create molecules of size 7. We've got 2 more of those left to do. Set is how many pieces we've put down on the board so far, so it helps us keep count of whether we've got enough to put into one of those molecules that have been requested. Oh, another 4. I hate these. Let's pop that there. Put that one there. Make that one another 4. And we can put 2 there. And 1 up there. We'll turn that one into a 3. Put a 1 there. Right, we have a little bit of a problem there. So what we can do is we can just dump that out of the way for the minute. And what we really want is another 4 here, ideally. Or we can probably just connect that and do something clever down here. So we put a 1 there and a 1 there. Yeah, there we go. That will finish it off. If I remember rightly, you get a bonus at the end of a level if you clear it with a completely empty board. So that's what we need to try and do. Put that one there. Put that there. Oops. Right, this one here, this is one that will fill whatever gap it needs to. So if you put it somewhere that requires a 2, it will make a 2, and so on. So if we put this one here, it will turn that 2 into a 3, which is quite useful. There we go. And there we go, all done. So build 4 molecules with at least 9 atoms this time around. Easy peasy. So you can see the challenge factor in this ramps up pretty damn quickly. So the first couple of levels are deceptively simple. And then it starts giving you more and more interesting challenges as you progress. Right, you don't want to put a 4 at the side because you can't fill all of its connections. You can get away with 3 at the side. Not in the corner though. Right, we'll put a 1 there. And a 3 there. We could do with a 2 really, to go in that corner. We could do with a 4 to go here as well. So we've got a 4 now. We'll put that there. That fixes that problem. There's a 2 that can go in the corner. That 2 can go there. That 1 can go there. 4, not ideal, but we have to deal with it, so... See, this is where you can start feeling like this game hates you a little bit. Just when it starts giving you nothing but 4s when you're just trying to clear the damn level. Right, I've got a 1 there. No, I don't want a 4. Definitely not. Let's put that there, then we can replace that one there, and then we can have 1 there. Oh my god. Right, that will give us a 1. We're starting to run a bit out of space a little bit here. What can we replace? So we can replace that one. And then swap that one out. Pop that there. Pop that there. Pop that there. That one there. And... unhelpful. What else can we do? Turn that into a 3? No, that's not going to work, is it? Well, swap that one. 3 there, not super helpful. Put that one out of the way for the minute. Turn that into a 4. That one into a 3. Get rid of that one because it's in the way now. Turn that one into a 4. That one into a 3. That one into a 2. Come on, give me the right goddamn things. I need a 2, so that can go there. We're still having annoying difficulties. That one can go there, that one can go there, and oh, and we're done. Lovely. Right, extra round. Can't remember how this works. I guess it's just a normal round from the look of things. With some bonus points maybe. I don't know, hard to tell. Anyway, I have some fond memories of this game. I wasn't very good at it as a kid because sort of forward planning and logical thinking has never been a particular strong suit of mine, but as anyone who's ever played a board game with me will attest, but It's a fun game. It's an interesting concept that I haven't seen used an awful lot. And I've always liked sciencey things, so this was an interesting twist on sort of the usual puzzle game formulas. To run out of good ideas here. Oh, there we go. That's... Yes, that works. Right, 2 more of them to do. You see our bin at the side starting to fill up with molecules, so we need to actually place things a little bit more quickly so they don't fill up. Because as I recall, when that's completely full, that's the end of it. So that's your equivalent of your Tetris bin filling up or whatever. And as you progress through the game, of course, that gets faster and faster, as you might expect. Right, 1 more of them to do. And then we're all good. So as far as Psygnosis releases go, this is a later one, as I recall. So this is one of the ones that didn't have Roger Dean artwork. It still had a pretty cool box though. As with a lot of games in the 16-bit era, the actual title screen that you saw at the beginning of this video didn't quite match what was on the actual box art, but it was still pretty cool. Alright, so we got to fit a molecule into this gap here. That was easy enough. 3 molecules with at least 9 atoms. And we got some obstacles now. So you just have to treat these like the walls at the edge. So there's no point putting a 4 by them because you need all 4 sides. I forget how far I could get with this back in the day. I remember seeing these obstacles, so it was at least as far as we've seen here, but we'll see how much further I can manage to get from this point onwards. Whoops. Right, you... Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. I thought that was a 4, but it wasn't. You can go there, and that's 1. Nope. What did we just say about putting 4s down? One there. One there. I like the music in this as well. It always seemed to fit pretty well with the whole sort of spinning theme that was going on. It was... I don't know, it's hard to describe. The music sounds like it's spinning in a strange sort of way. It was always struck me as very, very appropriate for this particular game. So it's a game with the concept of science being fun and interesting rather than science being in any way sort of scary or something to be worried about or that kind of thing, which is something we tend to see a little bit more often these days. Ah, and all done. Doing pretty well so far. Build a molecule following a given pattern. Alright. Oh, there we go. Done. I am smart. Right. This is another kind of obstacle. So these ones are predefined atoms that you have to incorporate into your molecule somehow. So there's no sort of minimum or maximum size you need for these, but you have to get rid of those screwed down atoms in order to pass the level. Also, as you might expect, you can't swap something with one of those screwed down ones, so you have to deal with them as they are. There we go, done. Alright, we've reached level 10, so we've actually got a password now, so that means we can pick up from this point if we are to fail. So no save system or anything in this, but we do have a password system, so you don't have to go from the beginning every time if you really rate your skills and want to skip over the easier puzzles. So many 4s. So many 4s. I'm actually quite pleased with how well I've been doing so far. I won't lie. It's always nice to return to something that you found challenging when you were a bit younger and discover that your mental faculties have improved a bit since then. Now you can be a 4, you can be a 3, you can go there. Oh, god damn it. You go there, you go there. There we go, done. Build a molecule following a given pattern. Alright, so don't connect the two wands because that's not filling in the available space. Putting that 3 in the corner was really stupid, wasn't it? That can go there. Swap that with that. Put that one there. Put that one there. That one there. Troublesome. Right, you have a 3. You become a 2, and that's done. This is really satisfying, actually. I'm really enjoying this. So one thing with the predefined screw-down ones, you don't need to actually get rid of them all in one molecule. It has to be said, you just have to get rid of all of them by the end of the level. So before the bin at the side fills up with atoms. But you'll probably find in most cases it is often most practical to try and get rid of them, or at least as many of them as possible in one go. Because otherwise you end up spreading yourself a little bit too thin. Put that there. Let's have another 4 here. There are 2 there to connect those two. You can go there for now. You can go there. 1 down there and down there. That's what I was looking for. A 3 can go there. We can have a 2 to connect those two. A 2 there. Not ideal. Oh no, there we go. Beautiful. Loads of bonus points for that one. So, remove the given atoms. So, yeah, this is just what we've said before. You just have to get rid of those ones that have been provided for you. There we go, as you can see, you can do them separately if you want to. Build a molecule following a given pattern. Alright, watch me. Nope. That was incorrect. Need a 3 there, ready? And 1. Perfect timing. There we go. Lovely. To level 15. Build 3 molecules with at least 13 atoms. Oh god. This might be the end here. Especially if you're going to give me nothing but 4s. What's that about? Right. I don't want that there, because it's not going to be helpful. That can go there. That one can go there. Another 1 there. Another 4 there. 1 there. It's all going to be absolutely fine. Right, we've already got a big enough molecule, so all I've got to do is finish this now. See? Everything's fine. That's not fine. That's also not fine. Unhelpful. More helpful. There we go. Now I just need to do that twice more. No. So the temptation, as you can see, is to just try and build paths. But it's very easy to accidentally finish a molecule when you do that. So you need to think a little bit more carefully about what you're doing, really. And the one time, wands aren't being very helpful. This is kind of working. That's not working. That can go there. You can finish that one there. Make that a 2, make that a 3, and we're done. Oh, one more. Ah, right. Okay, going alright so far. Finish that corner off. You go there. You go there. No. You go there. You go there. You go there. And I end up with a load of shit I don't want. You get out the way. Remove all atoms to advance to the next level. Okay, so if you don't clear the screen at the same time as actually completing the objective, you then have to clean up afterwards and you don't get the bonus. Oops. That's poor positioning. Oh no. You can go there. Well, there's one out the way. Music for this game is one of the most Atari ST pieces of music I think I've ever heard. That's because it's just that quintessential sound of that sound chip in the Atari ST, which I kind of used to hate back in the day, just because it wasn't the amazing kind of things the Amiga could come out with. But it's really grown on me over time, and in some respects, not all, in some respects, I think it's aged better than the sort of mod tracker sounds you tended to get on the Amiga. This isn't to say the Amiga didn't have some absolutely spectacular music, of course, because it totally did, but oh, I think this might be the end of us. These fours really aren't helping me out. No. Where else can I put those? Not many places left. turn that one into a 3, turn that one into a 4. There are 2 there, and a 1 should finish that. Oh no! No. And we're dead. Right, there we go. So that is Atomino by Byte, Byte, and Psygnosis. A fun puzzle game for the Atari ST and almost certainly the Amiga as well. And possibly some other platforms as well. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.